get to the point where you think Stormy Daniels and Jughead Cohen are more credible than Donald J. Trump.
Fox News host Laura Ingraham was made fun of for asking about credibility issues as it pertains to two of the witnesses against Donald Trump in the hush money / election interference case. So now Trump's defense is pretty obvious. To paint Cohen and Daniels as nothing more than lying Trump haters. They're just out to get me. That's all they want. They just want to get me. Probably because of the deep state, Joe Biden or whatever. But what you end up having here when you ask credibility is the Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at each other. Okay? Now, the reality here is that, did Michael Cohen lie? Yes, he did. Who did he lie on behalf of? Donald Trump, who also has lied to benefit Donald Trump. That right there is the common thread that runs through this entire case. Yes. So now if you're going to question credibility, then you might want to look at the guy who, according to a Washington Post checker, made more than 30,000 false or misleading statements during his presidency. That's got to be a record. Okay? And unlike Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels, who had already testified under oath, Donald Trump is not planning to testify under oath. Why is that, Laura? Can you answer that question, Laura? I mean, seriously, Laura, can you tell me? Can you tell me why Donald Trump does not want to testify under oath? Can you think of any reasons? Can you think of any? I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe I'm a moron and can't figure it out. But maybe you can, Miss Smart Fox News lady. But please tell me the reason. Please tell me. Oh, of course, you don't have one. You don't have one. Now, speaking of Laura's credibility, Fox News, she worked for a network that reached a $787.5 million settlement with a voting systems company that it defamed during the 2020 election coverage. Yes, that's right. Knowingly giving out false information and defamatory information, okay, about this company, Dominion Voting Systems, during the election. And you want to talk about credibility? You want to talk about credibility? Come on, give me a break. All right, I'm going to bring it to Jeb here.
Give me a break.
All right. Now, Ingram's jab did not get a warm reception on Twitter. George Conway writes, I wouldn't believe Donald Trump if his tongue were notarized. And that's Mayor Edward I. Koch in 1990. So, Trump, a lot of credibility issues stemming from way back. Another person says, I've got a functioning frontal cortex. you know the reason that I would believe Stormy Daniels and Michael Cohen over Donald Trump.
I'm cognitively there.
That's right. Also,
person, woman, man, camera, TV.
That's right. Another person says, at around the point that they didn't talk about windmills causing cancer.
Wind.
Or say that COVID could be cured by putting lights inside of you. Let's not even mention the bleach thing. Oh, well, I just did. Or that Hannibal Lecter was a great guy. Yeah, tremendous guy. Can't pinpoint the exact moment, but it's in there somewhere. And there are so many different moments, great moments to choose from where you would trust someone else other than Donald Trump to be credible,
Brand new F-35s, fighter jets. They're stealth. You can't see them.
You can't see them. You can't see them. Of course, right? Now, another user comments, you just need a pulse. That's literally all it takes. Now, look, I have one more video here, okay, to show you, and it's T.W. Shannon, who is a former Republican Oklahoma House Speaker on Fox News, who's going to take this credibility narrative even further.
The truth is, this case is built on two things. It's built on a liar, a professional liar, and a whore. And I use that as a biblical term because she's accepted money for sex. But you've got the liar now who's actually whoring himself out, selling merch and propaganda based upon the trial. And you've got the whore who's actually become the liar. I mean, this whole case in and of itself flies in the face of our very democracy, our republic. Our founding fathers are turning over.
I can think of a lot of things that the founding fathers would be turning over in their graves, but, you know, in relation to everything that seems to be going on right now. I mean, seriously, just turn on the news for like 5 seconds, all right? But no, this guy's like, oh, I see she's the whore. She accepted money for sex, and therefore, you know, bad. What? Okay, what does that have to do with anything? She also, by the way, accepted money for not talking about this alleged sexual encounter that she had with Trump. I mean, that's kind of the core of the case here. You know, Mr. Shannon, as kind of an important detail to leave out of your commentary. I mean, and going to Cohen here, right? Well, I mean, he lied, yes, but for who? Tell me, who did Cohen lie on behalf of? For whose benefit? Look, I know Fox News, they don't really like getting into these details because when you look at the details, you're like, oh, okay, well, you know, well, that makes more sense then. Seems like Donald Trump might have done something wrong.